There was a session on change management, which was really interesting. I think delivering innovation and change to any organisation is a real challenge. And there were some great ideas that came out in the change leadership discussion. Fantastic professor. It showed that there isn't one right answer to delivering change management, but there's lots of different ways you can approach it.
The decision-making session was very interesting. It was really an eye-opener, because when we had the debriefing, it turned out that we totally overlooked a piece of data. So that was really like, we felt, yeah, how could this happen to us? We're all sensible, intelligent people. How could we have missed that piece of information and still have arrived at the wrong decision with a consensus? So yeah, that decision making was definitely the best session for me.
Yeah, I remember yesterday's session. It was about empathy. It's so often that you feel that someone is not performing well, and when you ask questions you understand why this person is not performing, because there are some issues in their private lives or something else that's happening at work. And if you don't ask it, you don't know it. And if you ask it and you know it and you can participate to it, you can help that person to deal with the problems, for example, and that makes sure that his performance or her performance will increase. And that helps the person and it helps the organization.
Yesterday we did some Tai Chi and some yoga, and I believe in the concept of mindfulness and how it's an important practice for your own life, but also in a work context as well, or as a leader. And so just these things to kind of, as a leader, to prevent you getting burnt out. And so to include that in this program is a really good message to reinforce to all of us that we can't be on all the time, we can't be going 100% all the time, we need to sort of take some time out, and so that's a very important message I think is good to reinforce.
I think I've really enjoyed the sessions looking at the different psychometric tests and getting a sense of how they actually link with one another and how it could really help you understand your own personality and your strengths and how other people perceive you and how you can actually use that information to sort of improve how you get things done. I thought those sessions were really pretty useful, and also I think the coaching sessions, not only myself but many of us found them pretty useful.
So one of the sessions that we talked about earlier in the week was an exploration of the Shackleton mission to the Antarctic on the Endeavour. Now you may know that this is a mission where pretty much everything went wrong from the start. It was a really interesting exploration of what really created a high-performance team and what role Shackleton had played during that process. But some of the choices that he made, the actions that he took during that voyage to really make sure that all of the men came home. So when the objective moved from let's cross the Antarctic to let's all get home to Britain, he really took some strong decisions and showed amazing leadership in the face of huge adversity.